Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be taking a look at the second midweek magic. Actually, looks like they've done something that's quite interesting. They decided to cram two midweek magics. So you get your choice of Momir, which we already did an episode of, and you get your choice of Future Precons, which we're going to be doing now. So these are the precons that we're going to be getting because actually, we get these every time. Alchemy is still on a regular rotation basis. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, these are all alchemy based. So let's take a look at those up right here. See if we can find an alchemy card. Okay, I don't see an alchemy card here. Hmm. Actually, I should be looking at it more slowly. Usually, alchemy has a different logo. Okay, no alchemy here. Hmm. Funny enough, I don't think there's any alchemy here at all. I'm probably gonna, I'm probably gonna be found wrong in a few minutes. But let's just go through these slowly. So let's go through the allied colors first. So crack. In fact, these are the ones you're gonna go to. Crack the case. This is detective tribal in a sense. So everything's kind of detective team. Um, note the notable well, aside from novice inspector, super notable. Let's go through the notable rares here. Cross eidetic memory. You're going to be drawing a lot of cards here, so that's gonna be quite important here. Officious interrogation. This one's probably the weakest rare of the bunch. That's not. It's still not bad. It's still not bad. You can just spend white blue on and choose whichever player has more creatures. Let's see. Alkis Prof as a mythic. This one's fine. He never really caught on, but as a story card, he's great. The real card that caught on was Ezrim. This one is super annoying to deal with. Between hexproof and vigilance. Let's see, and we have no witnesses as our board wipe of choice here, so this one's pretty much controlled. Also, they're giving us the deserts here because the healthlands are rotating out of standard definitely, and they're also giving us one copy of the surveil land. Now, blue black is all fairies, so but there are a few other cards. Three steps ahead from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. One drag the canal. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. No detective synergies here, but we are gonna get a lot of creatures dying here, so this is quite easy to trigger. One Talion's Messenger and one Talion the Kindly Lord. This one very annoying in Jumpstart, but still answerable for the most part. Roaming Throne is pretty much Roaming Throne, one of our better cards. This has been the combo powerhouse. And there's a Fairy Slumber Party. Well, it is a good way to reset and all that. But yeah, it looks like then now going back to Outlaws to Thunder Junction. So we have the Outlaw Posse. This is out. So far we've gone through 3 decks and they're all tribal. My goodness. So we got Tiny Bones to Pickpocket, Vadmir, New Blood. Okay, this one looks like it's really all out to Thunder Junction. All-Star Laughing Jasper Flint is here. And we got Hellspur Posse Boss. I'm missing one other. Okay, Hervik the Punisher. So one mythic, 4 rares, 5 if you count the land. Quite a good amount of removal here. This one this one will probably line up much better. Though again, this is another tribal deck. Dynamite, gonna be another tribal. This one is oh yeah, Trumping Carnosaurus are rare. I always thought this was mythic. Golfa is definitely the mythic here for sure. Let's see what else we have. One Hulking Raptor. That's 3 rares. Pugnacious Hammer Skull's a 4th rare. Yeah, Hammer Skull into another dino has always been quite a big beating. That means we're missing One, two, three. Only four rares. I'm pretty sure we would have a fifth one. This one's a bit off balance here. With with only four rares, but this is still pretty powerful even with the lack of a fifth rare. So something to keep in mind. And finally, green white. Saddle up. This is the mount deck. But let's see. Our notable rares: Wily Duke, Seraphic Steed. Yeah, that's a nasty combo there. Ornery Tumblewag, always the all-star there. They're even kind of to give us the Railway Brawler and the Gruff Triplets. So, but this is probably one of the better ones, I'd say. Removal. There's still a few. Just need to land those creatures there. Yeah, well, I guess we'll do the five allied colored ones first before we go over the five enemy colored ones. Actually, I'm gonna do a quick look. Yeah, I don't see. Yep, I don't see any. There no alchemy cards here. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's just start this up here. We'll go through all five decks. I'm not gonna try to go for wins necessarily, especially since four of them are definitely tribal, which it makes it looks like the other five decks are going to be, what do you call this? They're going to be more mechanically inclined rather than thematically inclined. But we'll see. Like, I did see a Bonnie Call, so that looks like a landfall style deck. And let's see. Jaded Analyst, Officious Interrogation. I guess we can keep this. Though we're going. Okay, there's a Sleight of Hand. I think this might be blue-red. This is usually into blue. Usually in blue-red. I didn't see it. We did hit our third land, so we can go Analyst into, say, Inspector. Oh no, this is blue-black, so this is going to be Faeries. I should have checked if we're just going for the Snare Master Strike right away, which is... They could have Fairy Fencing, so we'll let them get that out of the way. And whenever you draw your second card each turn, so basically casting a Projector Inspector makes this go live. Opponent decides to go for the Fairy Fencing right away, which is what I was counting on. So turn 3, I'd probably just go Alchemist Prof since they did spend their removal already. They might have more removal though, so what are other options? I'd probably just go Projector Inspector, draw card, pitch the Jaded Analyst. And the reason for this is because if this sticks, any other future detective is going to kind of activate right away. Like for example, if I were to play Private Eye, I will get to draw my second card, then I can swing this because it can't be blocked. Not even by a roaming throne. But that said, our opponent does have. So definitely draw. Definitely want to keep the eidetic memory, so I guess we pitch the Projector Inspector. So next one, what are our choices? If our opponent drops more creatures, I can just do eidetic memory, just get the plus draw card. Make something unblockable. Take first Fairy. Okay, take that is it, which is fine. We'll take the hit there. Our opponent can spend 2, but it doesn't quite untap it right away. Let's see if our opponent has incidental removal here. If they do, they probably don't want. They probably want to hit the private eye first, and they don't want it to land. So we draw a card. I could also say, if I happen to hit a land, I can then play out this prof. Maybe let's target the private eye here. If our opponent has removal, I want them to target. Oh wait, okay. Then destroy all creatures. We are missing the white mana, so I'm gonna go for it. Maybe our opponent does have a counter spell. I probably just want to pitch the officious interrogation here. Yeah, we'll pitch that. And we can swing with these two. And I'll dump the counters here. See if our opponent has a response. I'm pretty sure our opponent's just waiting for a response to something. Fairy fencing, that was expected. That's fine. I guess I could have put it on prof. Opponent's just going for a quick study again, so this one not quite untapping by itself yet. So what are our options right now? Griffnot Tracker is... Opponent is going to get multiple triggers off this. Might be a bit... I did demonstrate that I was willing to take hits there. Yeah, in hindsight, maybe I should have just targeted Prof. So I would still have... Okay, there we go. So I could just wipe the board right here and also sacrifice a clue. You draw X. Bit slightly awkward here, but let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sack draw. Basically, I'm trying to set up no witnesses. I am concerned over a counter spell though. I'm going to go with this because our opponent doesn't have enough to kill us quite yet. Yep. Needs one more to untap, so but now it has pseudo vigilance. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. Yeah, the issue here. So let's see, 3, 5, 9, 10. Oh wait. Okay, we could be dead already. Yeah, we goofed up on that one. Our best bet was to actually just go for no witnesses right away. We don't have any blockers. Oh well, we tried to get cute, but it wasn't that great. If we do manage to survive, we are wiping the board right away. Yep, and that's enough. Okay, so we kind of overplayed it there. The correct play was really to just wipe the board. We tried to get too cute. That's on us. We also were kind of missing the white until near the end there. The other alternative would have been for us to load up the board with more creatures. That probably, we did have one flyer. Oh yeah, let's take a quick look at the Fairy Pranks deck. Because there was a lot of interaction there between the 3 steps ahead, 2 copies of Fairy Fencing. Yeah, I should have noted that there are 2 of them. Other than that, Okay, there's a spell scorn coven as additional counter. Well, spell stutter as a counter is gonna be annoying, but yeah, and there's a few freeze in places, so not much heavy removal. But there is enough removal to be annoying. Our opponent hitting both fairy fencings was actually quite good for them, not for us. Personally, okay, we're gonna keep this one. Snarling Hound, so this is most likely green-black. So I'm actually gonna play the Fairy Key first because we're gonna be trading damage right now. We're actually gonna want to keep the Baronauti. I'm gonna hold a spell stutter for turn 3. I'm Neighborhood Guardian, sure. Oh no, white-black Surveil? I, I did see Delmi as the face mythic. Now, opponent really what they saw, so we're going to just we're just gonna hold a bit. It's a This is unfortunately a very big tell. Thank goodness our opponent went for it. Now this only triggers on spells, so that is an issue. So, but that said, this time we're gonna hold back so we can potentially block the Gorehound. Next turn we're definitely gonna hold up Spellscorn Coven. There was an argument I was thinking of just holding it up, but it would have been way too suspicious the second time around. So we'll see how our opponent swings. If our opponent swings with just that one, yeah, there's no point in blocking. No, we'll just take. Okay, freeze in place, unfortunately, sorcery speed. Our opponent is down to 2 cards, so I'm just gonna make them discard a card right now. Gives up an Iron Paw Aspirant. Yeah, this looks like the low to the ground 2. Lots of triggers here. If our opponent piles it all here, let's see. 1, 2, 3. It'll become a 4/4. We won't be able to block it, so we have to take. Man, damage is piling up. Opponent is just gonna pile on the damage, and I cannot afford to just. And we're just getting flooded here. We need to scry. Okay, this is better. Unfortunately, this might probably be late. Thankfully, the freeze in place is long enough that okay, let's see if our opponent. Okay, no, they might actually not swing. Yeah, time to start gaining a little life back. Let's see if our opponent hits a spell. Hopefully it's... But the problem is everything is so small that that if I were to just return it with Spellscorn Pup, yeah, we'll bounce it. We'll delay our opponent a bit. So our opponent tries to cast it again. So they'll probably pump something up, but thankfully I can just chump block it. If they spread it out, I will go after one of them. Yeah, they're gonna spread it out. Let's see if they even go in, because yeah, they're going for it. Make them discard their last card, but now they do have extra access there. Yeah, we're just swinging a bit to get some life back. Okay, lose the Barrow Naughty. Can't really do much about that one. I guess we could have also just dumped both of them, empty our hand. We're trading that off. Now we're down to some really small creatures. So fairy fencing. So I actually do want to start swinging here, and the logic for this is I have the intention of blocking something with Fairy Dream Keep to start drawing into more cards. Though I will lose the lifelink as a result. So this is the case where I'm hoping to race this way. So opponent's gonna swing. Opponent's might as well swing it all, and we'll trade. Yes, I figured we're... So this one, pay 2, tap target creature, put a stun counter on it. I have to stun the Outlaw Medic because that's going to be the most annoying one of the bunch. At least this way, they have a makeshift binding. Okay, that's nuts. Probably should have swung if I knew they were gonna have that. So we could try to catch one of these smaller ones. Our opponent not exactly digging with assemble the players, so they might, or no, they have. Yeah, but this is starting to look really bad here. Yeah, best bet is to best bet is to actually block this. But yeah, we're not winning this one. We drew too many cards. Maybe this might save us? Unfortunately, we only get 2 of these back, so we still have a ways to go. Like, these two are not gonna... are not gonna save us altogether. It did buy us a bit of time. This would have been perfect for Italian deck. We would have just named two as the number. So, but I don't know how we're gonna be able to catch up from here. Also, we don't exactly have any crimes, so no. Oh, and these can't block either, so... We can chump block one, but that's not going to be a big help. Especially if our opponent is, smartly puts it on the green. Let's see where they put it. But yeah, they put it in the correct place. We had... that was a tough one. Not looking very good for us here. We kind of whiffed on these two decks. Hopefully the Outlaw Posse deck is a bit more aggressive for us. It has a very nice aggro start, though it does some. We definitely want 3 mana, and we definitely want to hit Laughing Jasper. Yeah, as noted, the lack of some permanent removal means that the Fairy Fencing deck wants to keep hitting right away. Also, if you note, our previous opponent that was playing the Fairy deck, they hit a lot of Sleight of Hands, they hit a lot of Quick Studies. They were able to draw a lot of cards, which we were not able to do. We're probably gonna play Rakish Crew on turn 3. Okay, life game deck. Gumdrop Poisoner, very ubiquitous, especially in Jumpstart. We'll go with the Rakish Crew first. Just get us another creature on the board. Get us something for it. Unfortunately, we do have a lot of ways to commit crimes. But no way to Scorching Shot. Right now, best bet is to just make our opponent discard 2 cards here. Then next, okay, got them to discard a few lands. So unfortunately, we are a bit ways away from. We probably could have paid this one first, but we wouldn't have a black card to go on. Yeah, we just chump block. Kinda trying to buy as much time as possible until we can hit our better cards. Ooh, Provisions Merchant. Gains Trample until end of turn. Now, this one I do not want to play right away because our opponent has the potential to Gumdrop Poisoner. So I'm going to play Karavec first. I'm going to play Karavec first, make our opponent play this out. Though the way our opponent's looking at it, we'll just have to take. There's no point. Well, we could gain some life back by blocking. But I think we're better served just attacking back. Wildwood Mentor. I don't remember this card. Oh, there's a murder. So definite. So Greta's a problem, but the Provisions Merchant is going to be a bigger problem, especially with 3 tokens. So you may cast a copy. If you do, you lose 2 life. We're going to... We're going to cast a... Oh, and you still need to have the mana for it, so we chose correctly. So that way, we can swing with this. Hold the mercenaries back now that the trample threat is gone. Yeah, opponent is now gonna go for Gumdrop Poisoner. That was expected. Okay. Yeah, it needs mana to sack that. Gain some back. I'm tempted to just Cerebral Confiscation. Yeah, let's just confiscate, make sure they don't have anything left. Reach for this guy, Sugar Rush. Both of them would have been really annoying. We are gonna have to give... Yeah, I would have just traded that. Okay. And the coast is clear for Laughing Jasper Flint. So we're now gonna hopefully our opponent did not hit any removal. Candy Grapple is gonna be annoying here as removal. Oh come on, they did hit removal. No, it's just return. Okay. Ooh, but the counters, they're real. Okay, we have to block this. Wow, that's annoying. We now need to hit our other red source. Trick shot's fine. And I'm gonna swing because I have no intention of blocking. But this might not be looking that great for us right now. Sugar Rush, draw a card. Okay. So okay, hit Titanic Throat and another trick shot. Now our opponent does generate a lot of tokens, but I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna get it out of the way. Now hopefully and opponent concedes. We actually managed to survive the board and kept Jasper on the board. I was so concerned our opponent's gonna have another one. We almost died there, that's for sure. But finally got our win. So let's claim that one. Let's then take a look at the next deck. It's gonna be Dinos next. We're getting lots of gems now. So Dynamite, does it have the... Of note, it doesn't have the 1 mana red removal. In fact, it has almost none of the removal. You know, for removal, 2 copies of Rumbling Rock Slide, Fanatical Strength, I guess Iskind is kind of removal. Their Leaping Ambush is kind of removal. Honestly, as far as removal is concerned, yeah, what have they done to our boy? this is this is deliberately underpowered on purpose, which probably makes sense. If I were to trick this out, this would probably be one of the more powerful decks. Not something for us to look forward to. So backwoods one. It's really a question. I would rather, because we know we have so few removal spells, I probably will just play both I'll probably just play Bristling Backwoods back to back. Drop Armored Kincaller as a creature. I really don't like In the Presence of Ages as a card. Green always gets a bunch of these cards. The usual issue is that its mana cost is too high, and it's not the deck that really wants it. This is really more of a late game card than an early game card. If you're playing this early game, you are in trouble. Whereas if blue was playing if blue was playing Anticipate or Impulse on turn 2 at the end of turn, that usually means they did not have anything to do against the opponent. And that one's probably fine on that sense. Opponent was probably considering if they would just drop the gumdrop poisoner. I probably will get a fight hit before this. And I'm also going to they might have removal, but I am going to show the Earthshaker Dreadmaw. Assert dominance, so to speak. Yeah, opponent did have to feed the Cauldron, but they don't get the free food token. Now, that said, okay, they had a second Monstrosity. I might be able to, I think I could snipe both of them. And one's gaining life really quickly, so they're not. Instead of going for damage, I'm going to offer to trade. Well, that's okay. Opponent declined. Most likely because they have that extra land and they can just drop this, which is kind of fine. But now we do need to hit our lands too. No, they're going for Greta. They could just go for the +1/+1 counter on Monstrosity, which means I start holding it back. Or it just makes it a good target for Rumbling Rockslide. Yeah, they're going for it. I'm hoping it goes for both, so I can actually just take it out in one go. Yeah, go for it, go for it. Greed is good. All them resources. But that said, our opponent could just clear the way now. They're actually kind of land flooded. Yeah, we being stuck. This is an issue. When you saw the deck list, the curve being really flat is a big concern. But it looks like our opponent has no intention of gaining life, so we might be safe for the time being. We'll have to obediently take the hit. Drop Rampaging Ceratops as the roadblock. Hopefully we can hit 2 lands running. If not, I would have to cast In the Presence of Ages and hit. Or was our opponent assuming that you would gain life if you... No, that's not how it works. If you activate it to gain life, you don't get to use it here. If you use... That's why as soon as I saw how greedy you were with that one, I just went for it right away. Yeah, it looks like someone might be misunderstanding how sacrificing food works. Okay, we did hit our land, so we can drop the Rampaging Ceratops as a blocker. Now, if opponent has additional removal, all of this would not really matter that much. Next turn, I will have to play Cavern Stomper first if I draw the land. If not, it's in the presence of Aegis to... Okay, opponent is giving us the option. Opponent probably has a combat trick, but I want to go for the... I want to see which one our opponent saves. Okay, they saved the bigger one. This makes sense. We hit our 6. And don't think we need any more lands at this point. So we're gonna go back to back Cavern Stompers since I don't think our opponent is likely to have. No, our opponent could bump this one. They're probably gonna draw a card at this point. Now this is draw a card for each other. I need to maximize this. Monstrosity. So one creature is getting truth. Definitely keeping both on top now. And if I'm going to attack, it's going to be with the Earthshaker Dreadmaw, so we're going to wait on that. Especially now that our opponent is really stuck. Yeah, they should now sacrifice this to draw a card. They're not get, and they might want to consider, say, slamming the Monstrosity. Because they need cards now. I already showed them the Earthshaker, so they, yeah. In fairness, the Future Precon events this is actually very good for newer players. Though in this case, I feel like some players might be too new. But I am looking forward to the green-black food deck. This one is this one looks pretty. This one is pretty good in all aspects. They giving us the Gumdrop Poisoner, giving us Gingerbread Hunter as an alternate removal condition. This is pretty neat. And it looks like our opponent has dropped off the face of the planet. Not sure. We'll see if they're still there. Probably not. Yeah, it looks like they. Yeah, it looks like they quit. Opponent went for a lot of the early damage right away. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did not pan out for our opponent. And also to think that we were stuck on mana for quite a while. At this rate, I know that the next few turns is going to be drawing a few creatures and dropping Galta if our opponent can't really respond to this. Yeah, our opponent really wasted this one. They just dumped all the creatures on the Monstrosity, but that was really so not ideal. That said, I'm still not gonna swing into this. I could still die to this board. But from the looks of it, I might not have to. I might not even get to draw my cards here. Our opponent just burned all of their... Our opponent just burned all of their timeouts already. Yeah, we didn't even hit any of our rares. But that's the nature of the Dino deck. If you can get it on the flat level, if you can survive the flat curve and hit your land drops, you're fine. I think if we had not hit our land drops and we were forced to do In the Presence of Ages, we probably would have died. There's no way around that. That leaves us with one more deck to look out, and this is the one I probably had the most. I'm probably looking forward to the most. Let's see. Ooh, nice mid play. Sarkhan solo play. Hey, at least we get. This is big. No, this is big score, right? No, this is aftermath. Yeah, nice that we're getting. That's probably gonna be the one way to get a lot of these cards. Yeah, we'll check the enemy colored ones next time. But first, we'll close this out by saddling up. Okay, our removal is gonna be steer clear, throw from the saddle, cooped up. Not that much in the way of removal, but at least the removal is all cheap enough that we should be fine. And oh yeah, our rares are Fortune, Seraphic, Wily, these two, or yeah. So 5 rares, 1 mythic. Did we really only? I might be hallucinating. Did we really only get? Were we really shorted? No, in fact, it looks like we got one rare more here because usually it's 4. It's 5 if you count the land. So green white has more rares, but it is a bit finicky. You do need to have things lined up. Again, we're taking the risk of. This is basically a 3-mana deck. We're taking a bit of a risk here, but we can go Sentry, cooped up if we need to. Then otherwise, we are kind of clear between Drover and Tumblewag. In fact, Tumblewag would be the best choice because we can just plug it on the Sentry and it can just attack by itself. And then starting with red, Hidden Volcano. What deck has caves? Hold on. Oh, it's the red-white then. Okay. That's quite interesting. Now, this is where we see if our... Okay, there is no Shah. Or at least our opponent does not have one in hand, and they conceded right there. I'm gonna take a quick look at the red-white deck. We'll probably discuss it in the next video, but... It looks like the red-white deck might be very slow. So a 2-3 start like that would have been really bad for our opponent. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is really slow. Like 2 petrifies. You want to hit Anim Pakal, but you do want to hit a 2-drop creature to attack, and there aren't that. Oh wow, you really don't have any. The only 2-drop creatures Attentive Sunscribe. Everything else is more expensive. You get Itali's Favor, sure. You get a few Hidden Volcanoes, sure. You're really reliant on hitting your Discover. We get a dead rare and hit the Mother Lode, but at least we got Bonehorde Dracosaur to make up for it. Aurelia's there, so 1, 2. Anim is the 3rd rare. War Leader's Call is the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, this is standard. It's supposed to be a Discover deck, but I don't like this at all. First of all, I mentioned removal. 2 petrifies, and that's it. The lack of removal is extremely concerning. Also, this is not really a 2-drop. This is closer to... I guess you can say this could be as early as a 4-drop. Maybe with Tinker's Toad, but yeah, this is red-white, pure aggro. You're not expecting to remove anyone. So our opponent made the right choice of conceding right away there. Anyway, that's going to be it for all the allied colored precons. If you like what you saw, please don't forget like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Let's claim this one. And we'll do the enemy colors in the next episode. Hey, we got an Underground River, nice. So that's gonna be it for this episode Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, don't forget like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And I'll see you again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone.